Welcome to Insurance World TV, where we simplify money, insurance, and wealth building so you can make smarter financial decisions. Today's lesson: boosting your financial IQ. Did you know that 40% of the world's population is financially illiterate? In developing countries, the financial literacy can be as low as 20%, owing to the number of people living paycheck to paycheck, and the cost is high. In Kenya, the savings rate stands at just 13%, far below Uganda and Tanzania's 20% plus, and financial literacy remains a major challenge. According to EFG Hermes' 2021 Global Savings Survey, 38% of Kenya's population, roughly 19 million people out of an estimated 50 million, are financially illiterate, a situation that fuels low savings, high debt, and poor overall financial health. If you don't want to be part of that statistic, stick around. Today, we're sharing 15 practical, proven ways to boost your financial IQ so you can protect your money, grow your wealth, and avoid costly mistakes. Number 1. Understand the finance matrix. If you want to win with money, you first have to understand the system you're playing in. Think of it like a game. You wouldn't step onto a football field without knowing the rules, right? Well, money has its own rules, and they're shaped by 4 key forces. The first force is the banking system. How banks create money through lending, how interest works, and why banks seem to get richer whether the economy is booming or struggling. The second force, interest rates. When rates go up, loans and mortgages become more expensive, but savings accounts might earn more. When they go down, borrowing becomes cheaper, which often boosts investments and property purchases. Third force is the inflation. This is the silent thief in your pocket. If your money isn't growing faster than inflation, you're losing purchasing power without even realizing it. And lastly, the credit force, both a powerful tool and a dangerous trap. Used well, it can build wealth and help you invest. Used poorly, it can keep you in debt for decades. Practical example. Let's say the Central Bank of Kenya lowers interest rates. If you understand the finance matrix, you'll know that this is often a signal that loans are cheaper, property prices might rise, and certain investments could boom. Instead of just watching the news, you act. Maybe you buy land before prices shoot up or refinance a high-interest loan to save money. Why mastering this is a game changer. You'll see opportunities before others do, especially in economic downturns. Many billionaires made their fortunes by buying when everyone else was selling. You'll avoid costly traps, like taking a long-term loan at the wrong time or keeping all your savings in cash during high inflation. You'll think like an investor, not a spender, aligning your financial moves with the bigger economic picture. When you understand the finance matrix, you stop being a pawn in the system and start playing like a master. Number 2. Master the Rule of 72. The Rule of 72 is a simple way to quickly estimate how long it will take for your investment to double without using complex formulas or financial calculators. For example, if you put $100,000 in a fixed deposit earning 9% annually, 72 divided by 9 is equal to 8 years. That means in about 8 years, your money grows to $200,000, and if you leave it invested, the compounding continues to work in your favor, doubling again in the next cycle. Practical use. Let's say you invest 100,000 Kenyan shillings in a money market fund earning 8% annually. Using the rule of 72, 72 divided by 8 is equal to 9 years. That means in roughly 9 years, without adding anything more, your 100,000 Kenyan shillings will grow to about 200,000 Kenyan shillings. If you keep it invested for another 9 years, it grows again to about 400,000 Kenyan shillings, and so on. You can also use it in reverse. If you know you want your money to double in 6 years, you can figure out the interest rate you need. 72 divided by 6 equals 12% interest per year. Advantages of mastering the rule of 72. First advantage: quick decision-making. No need to run complex spreadsheets. You can mentally estimate growth potential in seconds. Second advantage: better investment comparisons. Helps you instantly compare different interest rates or investment options on the spot. Quickly see which savings or investment options give you the best growth over time. Third advantage: motivation to save and invest. Seeing how fast money can grow encourages discipline and long-term thinking. Advantage number 4. Boosts financial discipline. Understanding the time it takes to double your money encourages patience and long-term planning. Advantage number 5. Reveals hidden opportunity costs. If one investment doubles your money in 8 years and another takes 15 years, you can clearly see which is better for wealth growth. Avoiding low-yield traps helps you instantly recognize when an interest rate is too low to meet your goals. Number 3. Decode behavioral finance. Money decisions aren't always logical. In fact, psychology often plays a bigger role than mathematics. We fall into mental traps called behavioral biases that can quietly sabotage our financial growth. Let's break down a few. Bias number 1. Overconfidence. Believing we know more than we actually do. For example, someone in Nairobi might hear a hot stock tip from a friend in a WhatsApp group and invest without doing their own research, convinced they'll double their money. Second one is the confirmation bias. We only seek information that agrees with what we already believe. If you think real estate is the only way to build wealth, you might ignore solid opportunities in treasury bonds or money market funds. Bias number 3. Loss aversion. Psychologists have found that losing 1,000 Kenyan shillings hurts about twice as much as gaining 1,000 Kenyan shillings feels good. That's why some people panic sell during a market dip instead of holding on. Bias number 4. Herd mentality. Following the crowd. If everyone is rushing to buy land in a certain area, you might join in without checking whether the title is even clean. How to fight back these biases. First, use the 72-hour rule. Before making a big purchase or investment, wait 3 days. This pause reduces emotional decision-making. Secondly, seek different perspectives. Talk to people outside your usual circle. A business owner, a teacher, and a banker may each see the same opportunity very differently. Lastly, focus on the long term. Ask yourself, will this decision still make sense 10 years from now? The wealthiest people aren't just good with numbers. They're masters of their own psychology. If you can outsmart your biases, you can outsmart half the mistakes most people make with money. Number 4. Implement zero-based budgeting. Think of yourself as the CEO of your money. Every shilling you earn must have a job. Whether it's paying bills, building savings, investing, or clearing debt, nothing sits idle. With zero-based budgeting, you start from zero each month. Justify every expense and allocate funds with purpose. No leftover money to vanish mysteriously. Every coin works for you. We've covered zero-based budgeting comprehensively in an earlier video. Click on this link to watch it and see real-life Kenyan examples in action. Number 5. Study case studies. One of the smartest ways to master financial success is to learn from the real-life stories of those who've walked the path. both the winners and the cautionary tales. Take Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, whose long-term investing philosophy has built one of the greatest fortunes in history. Look at how he focuses on value, patience, and understanding the companies he invests in. On the flip side, study disasters like Enron, a cautionary tale of corporate greed, fraud, and how blind trust without due diligence can ruin investors. Or the 2008 global financial crisis, which exposed risky lending, over-leveraging, and the domino effect of poor risk management. By breaking down these cases, you'll understand what works, what fails, and the human behavior behind both, so you can apply the lessons to your own financial journey. Recommended books for deeper learning: The Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life, Alice Schroeder. Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits, Philip A. Fisher. The Smartest Guys in the Room, Bethany McLean and Peter Elkind, Enron Story. Too Big to Fail, Andrew Ross Sorkin, 2008 Crisis. Number 6. Read financial news critically. Not every financial headline you read is gospel truth. Many news outlets chase clicks, and sensational headlines can distort reality. Always check the credibility of the source. Is it a reputable publication or just a blog with no track record? Look for potential bias. For example, is the writer trying to push a certain product, political view, or investment strategy? Then, verify with data from neutral sources like official statistics, company financial reports, or independent research. A good habit is to ask yourself, who benefits if I believe this? Or, in other words, follow the money. If you hear gold will skyrocket next month, check if the source sells gold. If a company claims their stock will boom, check their quarterly earnings before you buy. This way, you protect yourself from hype, fear-mongering, and costly mistakes, and you'll build a mindset that sees beyond the headlines. Number 7. Try financial experiments. The best way to understand money is to get your hands dirty, not just read about it. Challenge yourself with small, controlled financial experiments. Leave on a strict budget for 30 days. Track every shilling, cut out non-essentials, and see what really matters. Start a side hustle, sell something online, offer a service, or turn a hobby into cash. Test an investment. Put a small amount into a money market fund, stocks, or a micro-lending app. The key is to track your results like a scientist. What worked? What flopped? Why? This way, you're learning by doing with minimal risk and building habits that compound over time. Number 8. Analyze your favorite brands. You already buy from them. You recommend them. You even feel loyal to them. But do you actually know how your favorite brands are doing financially? Smart investors go beyond the logo and the marketing. They dig into the numbers. Look at their revenue. Is it growing year after year, or has it stalled? Check their profit margins. Are they making money efficiently, or spending too much to stay afloat? Examine their debt levels. Too much debt could mean trouble in the future. And don't forget growth trends. Are they expanding into new markets, innovating, and staying competitive? By doing this, you train yourself to read the story behind the numbers. It's not about guessing. It's about making decisions backed by facts. If you can understand how a big, successful brand operates, you'll be much better at spotting the next big opportunity before everyone else. Number 9. Follow financial podcasts. Podcasts are like a portable classroom for your wallet. You can learn while commuting, cooking, or even exercising. Look for shows that mix personal finance, investing tips, and real-life success stories. For instance, Naval Ravikant's podcast offers timeless wealth-building principles, while others like The Dave Ramsey Show focus on debt elimination and budgeting. Choose podcasts that match your learning style, whether you prefer motivational advice, deep technical dives, or casual conversations. Over time, these bite-sized lessons can shape your financial mindset and inspire smarter money decisions. Number 10. Read personal finance books. Books are like long-term mentors. They give you decades of financial wisdom in just a few hours of reading. Start with classics like The Richest Man in Babylon for timeless saving principles, or Rich Dad, Poor Dad for mindset shifts about money. Then explore specialized reads like The Millionaire Next Door for wealth habits or The Psychology of Money for understanding behavior around money. The key is not just reading, but applying what you learn. Try one new habit from each book you finish. Keep a running reading list, update it often, and balance old classics with new releases to stay relevant. Over time, this builds a deep, adaptable understanding of how money really works. Number 11. Use gamified learning apps. Learning about money doesn't have to feel like homework. It can actually be fun. Gamified learning apps turn financial concepts into games and challenges so you can practice without losing real money. For example, Inster lets you run a virtual investment portfolio and compete with friends while learning how the stock market works. Finch blends social media with money education, giving you quizzes, challenges, and rewards for building good financial habits. MarketSim, a stock market simulator that helps you test trading strategies risk-free. Habitica, not finance-specific, but lets you gamify habits like budgeting and saving by turning them into an RPG, role-playing game. By playing your way through financial lessons, you're more likely to stay consistent, retain the knowledge, and build confidence before using real cash in the real world. Number 12. Create a financial vision board and use goal-based investing. Think of this like plotting your life's treasure map. Start by visualizing your top financial goals. Maybe it's owning a home, retiring early, or paying for your child's university fees. Don't just keep them in your head. Put them on a board with pictures and exact target amounts. For example, a picture of a beach house with 8 million Kenyan shillings by 2035 written under it. Next, match each goal to the right type of investment. Short-term goals, like buying a car in 3 years, might go into a low-risk money market fund. Long-term goals, like retirement, can go into higher growth options like equities or a balanced fund. By breaking goals into visuals and linking them to specific investments, you turn vague dreams into clear, actionable plans. Every time you see your board, you're reminded why you're saving, and you'll be more motivated to stick to the plan. Number 13. Experiment with dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is a simple but powerful investing strategy. Instead of trying to guess the perfect time to buy, you invest a fixed amount at regular intervals, weekly, monthly, or quarterly, regardless of whether prices are high or low. Over time, this means you buy more units when prices are low and fewer when prices are high, which averages out your cost per unit. For example, if you invest 5,000 Kenyan shillings into a unit trust fund every month, you avoid the stress of market timing while steadily building your portfolio. This approach helps reduce the impact of short-term market volatility and encourages discipline because you're investing consistently without letting fear or greed drive your decisions. It's like planting a tree. You keep watering it regularly, and eventually, it grows into something big and rewarding. Number 14. Automate your finances. Think of automation as your financial autopilot. Set up automatic transfers so a portion of your income goes straight into your savings or investment accounts the moment you get paid, before you even have the chance to spend it. This is called paying yourself first, and it ensures your goals are funded consistently. Next, put your regular bills like rent, utilities, or insurance premiums on autopay. This not only saves you time, but also helps you avoid late fees and penalties. Automation removes the need for willpower, reduces stress, and turns saving and investing into a habit you don't have to think about. When your money moves automatically toward your goals, you stay consistent, even when life gets busy. Number 15. Learn FIRE principles. FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early, and it's more than just a catchy phrase. It's a mindset shift. The idea is to save and invest far more than the average person, sometimes 40% to 70% of your income, so your investments can grow to a point where they generate enough passive income to cover your living expenses. This allows you to work because you want to, not because you have to. Even if retiring at 40 or 45 doesn't appeal to you, the habits that come with pursuing FIRE, like living below your means, avoiding debt, investing in assets that grow, and prioritizing needs over wants, will accelerate your journey to financial freedom. It's not about deprivation. It's about designing a life where you control your time, your money, and your future. Boosting your financial IQ isn't just about crunching numbers or memorizing formulas. It's about creating powerful money habits, staying curious, and making smart, intentional choices with every shilling you earn. Which of these 15 tips are you going to start with today? Is it automating your savings, tracking your spending, or maybe diving into the FIRE movement? Drop your answer in the comments, and who knows, we might feature it or do a deep dive video on it right here on Insurance World TV. If this video gave you value, don't keep it to yourself. Click that like button, share it with at least one friend or family member who needs a money wake-up call, and of course, hit subscribe to join our growing community of smart money thinkers. Turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could change your financial future. Because here at Insurance World TV, we're not just talking about money, we're helping you take control of it.